G'day guys, welcome to the Jack Treehorn gaming channel, and today I'm going to do some quick research with you and hopefully we figure something out by the end of it. Okay, so we're starting off with this wallpaper here, and I've just watched a Herbalist video of talking about Franklin being associated with the moth and referring it to this moth right here with the skull on his back of the head. Let's see if I can bring that up a bit more. There he is. So that's him right there with the skull on the back of the head. Now, and I'll relate back to him in a moment, so keep him in mind. But I've also watched WhispyWoodz's video on the Egg of Life, and his little rant video anyway. And I've figured out a couple of things on it as well, and I've seen that post in Reddit, which was the original for it. So here's the Egg of Life down here, and if you can associate it with that fountain at the Maze Bank, so we've got that structure, that can be representative of Axis Mundi, and Axis Mundi is what we're trying to achieve here. It's ascension, and it's involved in a lot of Hellenistic religions. And well, let's just show you what we've got here. So we've got the world in the middle, we've got the signs of the zodiac around it on a sun sort of symbol, and then we've got these geometry shapes, and we've got first day, which is just a sphere, and then it turns into dualism, so we've got a bit of an eye shape going on here. Tripod of life, that's the three, or the Trinity. Then we've got the third day, which is the eye with the green in the middle. It goes on, but the one we're interested in is the Egg of Life, which is here, which is that shape that I showed you just before, and which is the Maze Bank fountain, which is that one right there, if you can see it. Okay, so taking into account that they're using some aspect of Axis Mundi here, I've researched a little bit about Axis Mundi and the World Egg. Here's Axis Mundi here. So we're going to look down, and it says it's a celestial pole, a geographic pole, a point of connection between the sky and the earth where the four compass directions meet. At this point travels, a correspondence is made between the higher and lower realms. It goes on that it can be represented by a natural object like a mountain, a tree, a vine, a stalk, a column of smoke or fire, or a product of human manufacture, e.g. a staff, a tower, a ladder. Now we've got a ladder featured in Copolavo, and that could be also seen as Jacob's ladder. A staircase, a maypole, a cross. Now the cross, we've got a cross on top of that mountain. There's a whole lot of cross symbolism as well. Steeple, rope, totem pole, a pillar, a spire. There's spires all around Los Santos. So there's pagodas, and it goes on to say there's obelisks, lighthouses. So we've got the lighthouse and obelisks, rockets, and skyscrapers. So this goes across a whole lot of different cultures, different religions. It's everywhere, and it does encompass everything that we have been researching in the mystery so far. Okay, so we've got to move on down. Goes along to say a whole lot of different places which could be Axis Mundis or represented as Axis Mundis. Plants, apparently there's a cosmic tree that Axis Mundi is also represented by, and it can be found in the Odin tale, the tale of Odin in Norse mythology. A whole lot. There's paradise gardens in Adam and Eve, the Christmas tree. It goes along to say a whole lot of different things. A Bodhi tree. It's also in astrology, and the Vitruvian Man, which is this fella right here. He's like the Da Vinci Code type of guy. Homes, they take on the symbolism of an altar, and a general central garden participates in the symbolism of a primordial paradise, and that's could be why every NPC is saying that they're in paradise. They want to get to paradise. There's a shamanic function to it as well, which we have obviously gone into quite in depth through Whispy's videos as well. We've got Odin, the Garden of Eden, Jacob's Ladder yet again. These are all Axis Mundi stories, and it's the essence of a journey described in the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. The epic poem relates to the hero's descent and ascent through the series of spiral structures that take him through the core of the earth to the depths of hell to celestial paradise. Alright, so anyone or anything suspended on the axis between heaven and earth becomes a repository of potential knowledge. Such special status secures the thing suspended. A serpent, a victim of crucifixion or hanging, a rod, a fruit, a mistletoe. There is also the Cadius, which is this right here, which is the symbol of it. And the serpents acting as guardians of the knowledge. And it goes on to say these are all the things that can be expressions of Axis Mundi. So we've got Bodhi Tree. I'll just point out a few interesting ones here. Garden of Eden, Ziggurat or the Tower of Babel, Jacob's Ladder, the Cross of Crucifixion, Zaphon. Now I'll go into that very shortly. Now you'll find a whole lot about correlations here, and we might even piece together who Zapho is, because Yagdril, which is Norse mythology. So this is all expressions of Axis Mundi. Mount Olympus, Vitruvian Man, St. Peter's Basilica. Now they're just the ones that I have actually found reference for in game. So all of these other ones are still open. Here we go, Zaphon. Zaphon is very interesting. So this place, this mountain is located near a river, near the Syrian-Turkish border. Alright. According to Isaiah 14:13, the mountain Zaphon is the location where the gods assembled. According to the Ugaritic text, it was the sacred mountain of the storm god Baal. The storm god Baal. Now we've had a whole lot of reference to that particular god, where his palace was erected of blue lapis and silver, and where lightning overcame the nearby sea, Yam, and death, Mot. References yet again. It's sacred by the Hellenistic groups, religions. So Hellenism, yet again, very important. Okay, now let's go on to, after that bit of research is done, we've got the egg of life here. So we've got it represented by a snake getting covered with it. It's on the back of Roman coins. Now this is where life sprang from, and goes with Axis Mundi as well. Let's see, it's represented here by a triangle with little handles on the top of it, or wings. These were on the back of Roman coins. There's the eagle's head. The tree of life is represented Here we go, Axis Mundi. So you can see the line drawn down the middle of the pyramid, which is representation of the Axis Mundi. And the Axis Mundi can be formed in human form as well by doing yoga on top of the mountain. Here we go. No story about the Olympios and the basil would be complete without including the two symbols tied together at almost every turn, as they would be the serpent and the bird, which in this case is an eagle. Both of these creatures are considered as protecting the sacred stone, e.g. the egg. In the case of the serpent, at the Delphi at least, it was killed by Apollo with his silver bow, thus becoming like the dragon slayers of lore. The eagle is a strong Roman symbol. If you look closely at the serpent coin, you can see the Olympios in its symbol of a pine cone. So there's where the pine cone is important. Okay, so that is that. Now, I'm just going to make a reference to why the atom symbol is important. It can be it's important in Luciferian symbolism, and it can be represented as an eye. Thus, the Eiffel Tower, why it was designed that way. Here's the Eiffel Tower, and why it's spelled like that. Well, it's not spelled like that, it's spelled like that, but the wordplay of it can be Eiffel. And so here we have the atom symbol with the extended three sides, and then it lines up over the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so Mothman. Okay, so after we've gone through all of that, you see that this Mothman has got a skull on the back of his head. I'll just show you something real quick. This is a representation or a drawing of Axis Mundi. Notice something similar? Look at that moth, he's definitely got a skull on the back of his head. So this is very important, and I'll go into it when I've got a bit more information on it, but I'll just show you the correlation right now. That moth and this moth. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Now I hope you'll stick with me as I continue this journey. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, check out Herbalist videos, because he's got a whole lot of great information there, and he's coming out with more every day. It's really impressive what he's done, so check him out. And yeah, check out the rest of my videos. Thanks, I hope you like, comment, subscribe. See you later, guys.